Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. I finally got the courage, I suppose, not just the courage, but the desire, I suppose. I forced myself to do these videos because I've been talking to a lot of people for a long period of time, and I've been told you should do these videos, you should do this video. I'm going back years here. So this is my first video on YouTube, and I want it to be, I suppose, obviously like everybody else, quality as to my audience. I don't know who my audience are at the moment, to be honest, but I just wanted to speak out. I'm big on research, and this channel really is a lot about business. It's about life lessons. My biggest area of my life is business, I suppose. I've been involved with a lot of startups. Some have been quite successful, some haven't. But overall, I learned so much from everything that I've done, and just life in general. I've moved around a little bit on this planet, and I've acquired a lot of knowledge, and I'm constantly talking to people. I've been in the position of an advisor, a capacity of advisor, and I'm involved in the creative space. So I engage with the public quite a lot. On the other side, I've been very, very private. So I finally mastered the strength to actually put together this video for the benefit of, whoever wants to connect. So without further ado, I won't mumble too much. I want to go into the topic today. And the topic, as you saw in the headline, is basically, it's titled Diving Back In. And the reason why I chose this topic is because, one, everybody's been an entrepreneur or in business or something knows that you get burned. And this can be in relationships and everything else, but this time we're relating it to business. You get burned, or when you lose a lot of money, you desire a job like you need water, And I don't want these words to be empty words. That's why I know that not everybody's going to capture the essence of this, because I know there's a lot of information in terms of motivational. There's a lot of you can do it. There's a lot of quotations. I'm not about that. I believe in terms of quotes. I believe you take a quote and you live by it, and that's how you know you're a real person. Because if you're just posting and reading up quotes, you're not going anywhere. Take one quote, live by it, and see its effects on your life. But I digress, for a second. But the essence of diving back in is more like, I want to just give you a little encouragement. Let's say you've gone into a business that was very promising, and you lost a lot of money, and you lost a lot of friends, and then you're down, and you lost faith in yourself. And that's the worst thing about life, when you lose faith in yourself, because as long as you keep believing, you're always okay. But when you start to lose faith in yourself, then it becomes a different story, because then you're going to be at home demotivated, depressed, and if you got bad habits, you start to get into whatever it is. Some people is drugs, some people is alcoholism, some people is food, all kinds of addictions. And I want to speak to that kind of person who's kind of like, you had a project, or one project after another not succeed. You feel like, what's the point? What's the use of even trying? And even worse, if you get touched by things worse in life, like love, or somebody leaves you, or or somebody close to you dies. I want to encourage somebody. This is the purpose of this message today. I'm coming from that angle. Whatever it is that has needed to happen in my life in terms of bad has happened. I'm in a place where it's happened many times, and I've had to get up. Now, sometimes I don't even know how I had that resilience to get up. So I'm encouraging you. If you had things go down and you feel like you failed, you feel like the world, you can't offer anything, I say you can do it. Now, it sounds very simple to say you can do it, but the reason why you still have breath in your lungs, it means you can do it. The fact that you're still up or watching this message, it means there's a reason why. And I know I don't want to be philosophical here, but your hurts, your pains have produced a certain residue of strength which could enable you to actually believe again. Now, there's nothing wrong with doing a job for a little while, but don't lose faith as to what it is that you want to do. Dive back in. Dive back in, because when you have developed that momentum for something, the worst thing you can do is stop. Like the best illustration I can think of right now is if your car breaks down and you have to push that car. Of course, once you get it going, it's easy to keep the car moving. But once you stop pushing the car, it's harder to get it started again. So for those in business, especially, and you've lost, but you know that you can. You still know you got the spark. You still know that you're learning enough lessons, but you just lost that drive. You just lost that faith. I'm saying to you, dive back in. You don't gotta be just boo, splash, go right in. You know, get your toes in there. Keep that momentum going, because it's so important for me to see people trying. The world is a hard place. You know, it's like hard ground. You plant that seed and you water it all with all you got, and sometimes you just don't get the rewards. And people will say, well, if you're not getting up at 4 in the morning and doing that, and you've heard all of that, and you still feel empty. I'm saying, just keep believing somehow, and hopefully this message motivates you to dive back in. If you get a job part-time, still have this thing in the back of your mind, still get back in business. Keep thinking about it. Get into a state of mind. You're saying, yes, I know I failed. Yes, I know I've been hurt. Yes, I know I've tried, whatever it is. But I'm able, in spite of the failures. Because for me, I'm still on the journey. Yes, I'm involved with multiple projects. I'm involved, that'll be another video for another time to talk about these other things. But I just want to really just encourage people that have kind of like had it hit hard. They feel like, wow, what's the point? What's the meaning? Nobody likes me, or I can't trust anybody, or marriage, or I lost a kid. Any of that, I can relate, okay? Now, I'm not going to get into my personal beings, but I can relate. But what I say is, get yourself up just a little bit, because you can. And then, dip your little toes back in the water of whatever it is that you're trying to do. And then believe again. Dive back in. And you'll be surprised that the previous hurts have left enough residue of strength for you to win. So, I really like to hear story, and anybody who can connect with this story to this capacity of where they got back in, whether they succeeded or failed at the end of it. Just leave some comments. I want to get the conversation started. That'll be awesome for me. All right. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. All right. Take care.